Hello YouTubers, welcome back to the Trouble A385 show. So I saw this story, I want to talk real quickly. I have it sitting on my laptop right next to me. Basically that the EU court ruled that internet service providers cannot be required to install filters that would prevent illegal downloading of files. Now if you haven't been following this case over in the EU, SABAM, which is initials of, is a Belgian company representing writers, composers, and editors, established in 2004, that users of an internet service provider called Scarlet Extended SA were illegally transferring files. A Belgian court ordered Scarlet to install at its own expense a system to make that impossible. But today, the Court of Justice of the European Union ruled Thursday that this would require monitoring of all electronic communications of Scarlet's customers, infringing on their rights and violated EU law. Now, in a sense, this is actually a victory for people in general, because in order to monitor anything, you have to, in order to block anything, you have to monitor everything that everybody does. In a sense, violating your rights. And these companies like to hide behind the fact we're using our service, we have the right to do this. No, you don't. I mean, here in the US, Comcast has got caught in the past installing software to monitor what you do on people's computers. There's been a long slew of things. Like here in the US, phone providers who also do DSL and stuff have been monitored and caught in the past of slowing down voice over internet that people use because they're not using their service. Now, the problem with illegal downloading files is, what do they determine illegal downloading is? Is it you didn't have the person who made its permission? Is it you didn't pay for it? What is considered illegal downloading? Hey, I'm all for a person who writes a song, the artists of a song, the writers of books, those people getting paid, not the greedy, music publishers and those people who just want to gouge everybody every dime they get. The people who actually write the stuff I like to see them get paid for their work. But I'm going to take you back to the illegal downloading days of Napster, when I knew a lot of people, including myself, who downloaded and listened to a bunch of different music back then. And by doing that, I found a lot of artists that I liked, and guess what? I buy their music to this day. Because one of the things that these so-called, property right holders don't understand is, one of the unique advantages of people being able to find your product in any way, shape, or form is they might find they like it, and if they like it, they should support the product, the person that makes the thing they like. Ironically enough, for the music industry, music sales were never higher than the year that they shut Napster down. And since then, music sales have gone down. And the best way, to be honest, to pirate illegal downloading is to make a product or a service that would make people want to buy it and not illegally download it. By the way, let's get this straight. Illegal downloading, in a sense, is no different in the 80s than when your friend had a tape of a group that you liked, and you listened to it from them, and you said, can I borrow that? You recorded that tape, you gave it back to them, and you listened to that tape over and over again. There is no difference between illegal downloading and that. It is the same thing. And the truth is, the more they clamp down on the people the customer, because the customer who does the right thing is usually the one who pays, not the illegal downloader. The more you clamp down, the more your sales are going to decrease, because you're making the customer mad. And secondly, the actual public decide what is legal. Downloading, what the law actually is, what over time things have been changed illegal to legal because the public has decided and deemed it so. Back in the public perspective, back in the early 1700s, if you had sex before you're married, that was illegal. Now publicly, you're not. There are rules in the book over this is still kind of legal, but they don't enforce them. That's what I mean by the public gets to decide. But what do you think about the EU judgment? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Going down in the future, what do you think is the best way to stop illegal downloading. We'd love to hear your comments. Love to read them, guys. So that's all for now. I will talk to you guys soon.